everything should be all working here. Just want to make sure that my mic is on. Okay. Good morning. If you can hear and see me, just please leave me. Why is there no internet? I just want to know if you can hear and see me. I see my computer is giving me a hard time. I'm not too sure if you can hear me. Good morning. Audio and video is okay. Lovely. That's what I like to hear. It gives me here some other messages on my computer, but lovely. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a nice weekend. Some of us, I'm sure, like to have some exciting weekends. Others are happy if they have a calm weekend. I did some gym on Saturday. I am killed. So yes, but I'm preparing for my second day end of this year, and that's nothing what you just can do like this. So I need to get my fitness level up again, and I need to learn a couple of more things at karate. Started fighting, and I need to learn a new kata. So yes, that's happening here in my life at the moment. Andrea, good morning. Audio is good. Eunice, good morning. Samuel, good morning. Swamandla, good morning. Shangunda, good morning. Lovely. Okay, how to market your business as a startup. I'm sure that's why you're all here at the moment. So if you have any questions in between for everybody, I see there are a couple of people in there this morning. So feel free to just write in the comments underneath. Tetsa, good morning. Tenyiwe, Doris, good morning. So then I'm definitely able to answer them. Okay, just maybe short introduction. My name is Dagmar Marie. I'm the CEO and the funding strategist at Funding Connection, and we assist companies raising capital, and we do that by lots of advice, drafting business plans, feasibility studies, and of course also help with the whole raising process. Okay, let's see. Welcome to February. Okay, it's still January. Lion, good morning. Not too sure what you mean there, Leslie. Okay, so how to market your business as a startup. There are a couple, it always depends on which industry you are, okay, and then there are different strategies to do that. In general, okay, so it is like this. You first need to be absolutely clear about your target market, yeah? Don't say what we do is for everybody, okay? I'm sure if somebody says, yes, that's for everybody, and somebody explains that to you, you feel like, maybe it's not for me, yeah? Maxwell, good morning. Nice seeing you there. Schlabe, Simon, good morning. Wow, lots of people here this morning and they're lovely. And that means your target markets. In the beginning, please, I totally understand that. I'm always also talking about my own experience, my own way of doing things is I started a couple of different businesses. Some were really successful, some I was able to sell, others didn't fly. That's life. Okay, so that's why what I'm telling you here now, it's so critical, so important. Yes, the target market is the key. Make it as small as possible. Not too small. Don't think at the end you only have 2 customers. Okay, so I wouldn't do this, but Because out of a sudden, let's say it is, let's assume funding connection. Okay, so our target market are entrepreneurs, startups, but also of course expanding companies. And now we need to think about where do we find them, yeah? And then you think about, okay, so managing directors, LinkedIn would be maybe a good idea to contact them via LinkedIn, because with LinkedIn there are lots of people in there, they have already a business, you can target nicely in LinkedIn. On the other side, how do people find, they say, I need a business plan. So now we need to think about, okay, how would they find a business plan writer or business plan experts? I'm sure most people would go then onto Google and just say business plan experts in my area, or experienced business plan experts, or professional, or something like this, yeah? So that means you also need to have a look at Google, that you are found, that your website is found, that your search engine optimization is good there. And maybe later on you also want to do paid advertising via Google, yeah? And then, honestly, everybody is on Facebook, okay? So most people will definitely be on Facebook. That is usually in the beginning the easiest way, even if you want to target businesses or professionals. You know, they all are privately on Facebook, and if they are in a relaxed mood and you are able to show them what you are capable of doing, that is the right way to do that. And then you need to find out, okay, so you have your ideal client, that's your target market. Then you think about how can you reach them the easiest way, budget-friendly way, okay? Sometimes, keep in mind, if this is a business-to-business transaction, and you need to find some retailers, maybe old-fashioned way of knocking on doors, making appointments is the right way, yeah? So there are different ways how you can target them. I'm personally absolutely fond of online marketing. It's definitely really, really successful, but there are sometimes other options out there. They are cheaper at the end of the day because it's just a couple of telephone calls, yeah? And then be consistent. Have a list of retailers you maybe want to be to supply, and then you what I always say is you make a list. I don't know, then you have 20 or 30 names on there. Then you say, okay, which one do I really, really want? That's the ones you put at the end. Okay, and then the ones you say, okay, so these would be nice, or I'm not really too interested, you call first. Because what you learn during these first calls is what questions are they asking you. So it is like a market research for you, and then if you are then at the end and you are talking to your personal favorite customer, you have the expertise, you have the experience, and then you feel more confident. You know exactly what they will ask. You are better prepared, you know, so they will ask you, okay, how about payment terms? And the first time you thought, oopsie, I forgot about thinking about it. But at the end you are well prepared and you have everything covered, yeah? So, and this is important. Thank you, Andrea. This is really, really important. Okay, so think about your target market, your ideal client. Okay, what area does make sense? You know, if you are a brick manufacturer, you are situated in Hillcrest, in Durban, okay, and now you want to sell, think about your target market is in Johannesburg, there's a problem. You know, the transport cost will eat your profits, Yeah. So what lots of people do is they forget to put their business hat on. Yeah. So you really need to think about realistic goals and just see, does this make sense? Okay, no, if we now here in Durban and you want to sell something to Johannesburg, transport cost is not gonna happen. Yeah, I had that a couple of times with cakes and breads, you know. So there was a market, but they wanted to have the market too far away, and then I said, okay, now you need to transport things. How much will this cost, and is this still viable for you? Yeah. So, and then ideal client, target market area, pricing. Okay, have a look at which price tag you want to be. Never ever, that's also part of your market, how to market your startup. Yeah, is your pricing strategy. Don't be too cheap. Okay, as a startup, even if you want to expand, never ever try. Sorry, let me just have a sip of my coffee. Never ever try to be the cheapest in the market. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. You are shooting yourself in your own foot. Think about the value you add to your clients. Yeah, this is the way how you sell it. Build up relationships with clients. That is the way to sell, not being the cheapest. The reason why is, and I also like to share that. Okay, so keep in mind. So you know the cheapest, and you say, okay, let me just undercut the prices, and then everybody will buy from me. Okay, so who do you attract? Our number ones, the clients. They are usually the difficult ones. They are because they are really thinking about each and every cent, and every time if they find somebody cheaper or something cheaper somewhere else, then they will go there. Yeah, so you have really difficulties to bind them to your company and build a relationship. So that is really difficult. And of course, the other challenging part can be if you now try to compete against corporates and say, okay, so we just destroy the market, we are the cheapest. Who do you think has the longer breath? Not sure if you say that in English, but that would be something what we would say in German. So the corporates just say, not a problem, we just even undercut your price. They have enough cash in their safe to just keep the price down for a couple of months and you're dead. Yeah, you go into insolvency because this was already the cheapest, the lowest the price you could go. You wouldn't be able to go lower, and you will lose. So I would never ever recommend doing this. I always recommend you have a couple of options. Be in the middle, okay, or even the better option, if it is possible in some markets, have these opportunities and the possibilities. Go at the higher end of the fees or prices. Yeah? Yes. Okay. Andrea, good stuff being shared. Pleasure. Thank you, Dinesh. Good afternoon. Not too sure where you are, but good afternoon. Yes. Matibogo, importance of price. You need to be aware, because as soon as you go out there and ask people, okay, do you want to buy from me? You need to have some sort of price list, some sort of, and if you don't have, I'm not too sure how you feel. You go somewhere and ask, I want this, how much is this? And the seller needs, let me just have a look, I'm not too sure. It doesn't make you feel really comfortable and confident that they really know what they are doing. Yeah. Will there always be some industries? Please don't misunderstand me. There will always be some industries where you need to do individual quotes. I'm absolutely aware of that. Yeah, but you still should have, I recommend having some packages. Yeah, and being able to give a client a price for a set package, so that they really feel like, oh, okay, they know what they are doing. You say, usually, I don't know, fencing per meter is, I have no idea about fencing prices, so 500 Rand per meter installed or something like this. Yeah? And then people say, okay, and then because it is, I don't know, 5,000 meters, I'm not too sure, there's lots of meters for a fencing company. It's lots of meters. Let me go back. I see if we can't give you a better price for it. Yeah, but then you feel as a customer, okay, they know what they are doing. They know 5,000 meters is a bigger order. And then they will come back to me and maybe even being able to offer me a better price. Yeah. Okay. So Andrea. I guess be market relative in pricing. Don't undersell. Yes, market related, of course. Have a look what others are doing. Just give them a shout. Tell them, I want to buy from you. How much do you charge? Yeah. So sometimes it's easy to get prices from other people, from competitors, and don't, like I said, don't try to be the cheapest. I would never ever recommend that. Have a fair price and offer good quality. Yeah, with quality service, that is usually absolutely important. And yes, okay, so let's go back just to recap. We have clear ideal client, that is your target market. We thought about how we can approach them, where do we find them. Because if you say, I'm selling to everybody, developing a marketing strategy will be really, really difficult and maybe even really, really expensive. Yeah, if you say, I want to market to everybody, let's do TV ads and newspaper ads and magazine ads, and that can be really expensive, and in most cases it makes no sense. Have a little bit of a niche, think about where will I find this niche, where will my customers and clients be, how can I approach them best, and then you can think about either way, contacting them personally, okay, go to exhibitions. I'm sure we are allowed to do that now again. Maybe go into groups in LinkedIn, set up a group in Facebook maybe for your specific target market, and gather people there, and then you are able show them your expertise, show them your experience, and then offer them your services. Yeah. Okay. I understand that if you are a startup, it is a little bit scary. Yeah. My recommendation would be also, if you want to set up one-on-one meetings with potential customers, say you want to do a market research. Yeah. So it doesn't put you personally under too much pressure. I need to sell here now. It makes this other person a little bit more open. Let's be honest, if you go somewhere and say, hey, I need your help, please assist me, I want to do some market research, that is the good way to do that. Yeah. And sometimes my clients told me, Dagmar, that was an absolutely great idea. I came out of this meeting and they offered me even one of the off-take agreements you at the end of the day need if you want to apply for funding. Yeah. Let me see. One more question. Teresa, do you probably have with ebooks? Because I was to start selling ebooks downloadable using a landing page. Okay, so yes, ebooks, you can sell them. It is Yeah, make sure you have clear. Don't be all over the place. Okay, so if you want to sell ebooks, we do that too. So we have an online shop where you can order books in for different topics, for marketing, for industry, like how to start a piggery farm, how to start a bed and breakfast, you know. So we have done this, and so that can be also really successful. You need to put lots of time into advertising. Yeah, think about for whom these books will be, your target market. Think about where you find them, and then share your expertise about the topic you want to offer your ebooks on social media. Samuel, do investors support startup companies with funding? Okay, so private investors, it's usually difficult, okay, but if you have a look at government institutions, they definitely will do that. You need to have some sort of own contribution, you need to have off-take agreements. If you can't get them, you need to have a feasibility study in place, and they can still do that. 10 years, okay, so and Samuel, if you need some help with the business plan, because you need a business plan to be able to apply for funding, do me a favor, contact us via Facebook Messenger. Yeah, Brent is there, and he will guide you step by step. He will ask you a couple of questions and say, okay, so either way, this is what we can do, or we are not able to assist you, and you can go there. Yeah, we really try to assist however we can and guide you so that you can start your own business. 10 years, okay, let me just see. That's true, thank you for the info, I really needed this. Pleasure, okay. I hope that helped, great. So, if you have any other questions, I give you a couple of more minutes to just add the questions here. Like I said before, you also use the Facebook Messenger button here. Contact Brent, he will be able to guide you through the steps. And otherwise, if you want to have some more information about online marketing, maybe what I can do is, I didn't think about it, but we have a couple of different books there. You can definitely have a look at. I just share the link. Let me just find my bookstore here, and then you can see Marketing and Sales Bookstore. Okay, so we have an Instagram page. Okay, so we share how to create a successful and show-stopping Insta business page, how to create engaging Facebook content, you know, how to set up WhatsApp business for your company, how to set up a professional Facebook business page. Yeah, so we've done lots of information ebooks about all these relevant information you may need. 10 Liebe. Okay, Kula Rock, pleasure, he said. Thank you. Okay, so let me just share our online store here about marketing and sales. So if there's anything you want to just order an ebook, you can do this. If you feel like, you know what, I need a professional consultancy with Dagmar, and we just can develop a strategy for you. We can also develop marketing strategies, personalized for you. That's not a problem. Then you can book a meeting with me. Okay, let me just leave all of them here. Okay, here it goes. Lovely. Yeah, so there is also a link to book an online meeting with me. Okay, let me see. Ursula van Eyck, my experience. I need funding to assist with getting focused, target marketing, selling of products, but as you say, funders want to see proof of concept or feasibility study. No, don't. Okay, so I'm not too sure. I'm a big believer in what you say is your reality, your thoughts becomes your reality. It's not a catch-22. Okay, that's not true. You will be able to find customers and clients even if you haven't started. And out of my own experience, I can tell you one thing. If somebody says, I first need to see your product before I can order, this is something that's an excuse from their side. Yeah, so that means they are not really interested, and you need to contact a couple of people to find clients. Yeah, it's not that you just knock on 1 or 2 doors. I'm sure you all heard about, I don't know, KFC, how many hundreds that this general contacted before there was one person who said, yes, I'm interested? Couple of hundreds, yeah? And that's always like this. Don't think it's easy, you just knock on 2 doors and everybody says, we only waited for you, yes, please come and we want to order now. That's not gonna happen, yeah? Okay, John, do you guys help with the business plan? I'm a poultry business starter and I want to apply for funding. Yes, John, that's part of our offer. We have different business plan packages, and you see, I'm listening also. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have 3 packages, okay, to cover the first couple of steps. There's one for up to 1 million rand, one for up to 5 million rand, one for up to 10 million rand, yeah? And everything above 10 million rand, we do individual quotes, yeah? Exactly the same thing what I recommended before. Have something in place where you have set prices already you can share so that people get an idea about how much you may charge, yeah? So let's say for up to poultry, I would say it's usually, depends on the size, can be quickly 30-40 million rand, okay? So I think what you need to think about is really, so how much funding you need. Yes, contact Brent via Facebook Messenger and he will then be able to guide you just through it. Wow, here's one question after the other coming in. Franklin, okay, good morning Dagmar. We are consulting company based in Pretoria. We have on our table mining and agriculture projects from center clients in Central Africa, West Africa and DRC. Can you tell me more about IDC funding? We would like to connect them to you. Yes, we need to have a look. So IDC does funding also for other countries here in Africa, but there needs to be a South African company and there needs to be some benefits for South Africa and for the South African economy. Franklin, what I recommend is just set up a meeting with me. There is a contact form, okay? Then we just can discuss, okay, what we can do there. You set up a meeting with me. Jen is usually following up, then ask you if you received everything, what you have, then just explain to her what you want us to do, yeah? And then she can give you a little bit more information. Hi Dagmar, I'm in sports turf facilities maintenance by profession and I opened a company same as what I do. Is it possible for me to get funding? I have a business plan as well. I recommend email us the business plan, okay? I'm more than happy to do an assessment and I will then be able to tell you you can apply for funding. At the moment, I'm sure you understand, it's usually only 15 minutes, we are already 30 minutes in there. And then we can discuss this step by step. Keep in mind there are usually a couple of pages, rules and regulations, so I need to have some really detailed information from you. That's why I like to do that outside of these webinars. Edwin, good morning. Thanks for the information. Pleasure. My challenge is usually the projections for a number of years. That is very important to indicate or determine the sustainability of the business. Can one approach banks for the figures, or are there apps available for different industry projects? Okay, so the financial forecast is, there are some templates available free of charge. They usually not as easily connected as you would like. Okay, so I created my own financial forecast. We can do that for you. We charge a once-off fee. It's still 3,900 Rand at the moment. We will increase our prices soon, because the government institutions and financiers are expecting more and more details and more research here from our side. And we would be able to do that for you. If you use any of the existing ones, the problem is usually, so it's not connected, the cash flow is not connected with the income sheet, income forecast or profit and loss, it's both the same, and the balance sheet. And you need to have these connections because they usually also want to see the formulas behind it. How do I market pyrolysis diesel? Sorry, I don't know what pyrolysis diesel is, so I would need to Google that word. If you mean diesel itself, I don't know. You need to, like I said, you need to determine your target market. Who do you want to sell? Yeah, and this will determine your best way to market it. Yeah, are these people all on LinkedIn? Are they in specific organizations? Are they on? Do they Google for suppliers? So these are all the questions you need to ask yourself to be then able to say, okay, this is the right way. Tetsa, I'm already manufacturing. So Vusi, if you want to have a meeting with me, feel just free to set up a consultation, okay? And then I'm more than happy to just break that down with you and help you how to market it. I already manufacture my products from, from raw to final products. I need funding to buy a bigger machine to upscale, lovely, as well as to pay for SABS certifications as SNN codes. Once I have bigger machines, I will be in a position to employ people. Lovely. Okay, nice. Hetza, obviously what you're doing is great. You are proving that you have proof of concept. Now you want to grow your business. Usually that's not really a big challenge. You maybe even qualify for a CFA blended funding. Contact us, contact Brent. He will ask you some questions. You will need a business plan to do that, and we are definitely able to assist you. And I'm really quite confident that we are able to do that really successfully for you. Ursula, oh, some expert here. Pyrolysis is reverse engineering of plastic waste into fuel. Ah, okay, lovely, yeah. So definitely something, so one thing is what you need to do there. You need, number one is to get all the suppliers of your plastic, plus you need to find customers to buy from you, and that is okay. Yeah? Okay. No Zipo, I'm late. Do you always do these lives on Monday? Monday mornings, 10 o'clock, I always do that. No worries, even if you're late. They stay there, you can watch them. Edwin says, thank you, pleasure. Sandila, how do you draft a business plan for a consulting business? We are definitely able to assist you. Same thing, you need to be absolutely clear who you want to target, what do you want to offer. Don't be, I don't know, don't offer everything. You need to be an expert, specifically in a consulting business, to get paid appropriately. Yeah? Telo just confirmed that he can hear me. Indisa, thank you. I'm trying to start an agro-processing business. However, it's difficult to market a product that I don't have as yet due to regulations and certifications. How can I go about it? Be a little bit more creative, okay? Only because one gives you some hassles and throws some bricks at you, don't give up. Think about it, okay? And then you say, okay, so obviously this is what I need. And I can tell you, we set that up, it will be certified, we will have the certifications, we will follow all the rules and regulations, and these are the rules and regulations, part of our business plan. We also have a look at it, what you need there, and this is a great way, yeah? Andrea, pleasure, says thanks very much for the great session. Cheers to everybody. Yes, okay. Yeah, there are some more. Let me just see what I can do. Thank you for the information, so valid and helpful. You know basically what really determined the most to be funded, as this seemed to so hard to get rejections now, and then what can be the problem based on a startup or growing a business. Okay, yes, I would recommend set up a meeting from Beni. Yeah, I know exactly what financiers want to know. We do 30 to 40 business plans, proposals each and every month. We submit a couple of applications each and every week. We are in constant contact with government institutions, with the commercial banks, with other funds available, so we know exactly what's happening there. Yeah. Okay, so and Wusi C, Ursula is definitely interested. Maybe you just can contact her and then see if the two of you can work together. Okay, lovely. Yes, if you see this as a recorded version, maybe even later on YouTube, feel free to contact us. We are there for you, we guide you, we give you some tips and advice, and we want you to be successful, to start or expand your successful business, and use us on your side and guiding you and holding some hands and motivating you. Yeah, don't give up easily only because somebody says no. Doesn't mean it's for everybody. No. Yeah. Okay, and all the time no. Sometimes it's just finding the small little screws to be able then to become successful. I wish you absolutely successful new week. We definitely see us next week, Monday. Some of you I will see during the week, set up a meeting with me, and then I'm individually able to discuss your venture, guide you, and give clear tips and strategies. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.